Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 21 of my complete platinum trophy guide for Demon Souls on the PS5. And in this episode, we are going to be going to now do the Pure Black World Tendency events in Stonefang. We just finished doing the Pure White World Tendency events, and if you guys remember, I finished that video off by showing you a second version of that soul farm in on the ritual path. So that is level 4-2. And I was talking about the pure Bladestone farm from that black skeleton. And lo and behold, in the meantime, during that intermission, like between that episode and this episode, I was doing some soul farming over there because I really want to put some levels in my endurance so that I can get my equipment burdened up so that I can more easily wield the Dragon Bone Smasher. And lo and behold, I was farming that black skeleton, and he happened to drop a piece of pure Bladestone. So just to show you, this is a very rare drop, and it is absolutely a required item as far as getting the King of Rings trophy, which is a very rare gold trophy, as well as far as our quest for the platinum trophy. 100% required. So we are not going to use this item for materials upgrades. I mean, you can farm that black skeleton all day if you want, and grab a few pure blade stones and have some extra for weapons upgrades. But we're going to trade this particular piece of pure blade stone to Sparkly the Crow. And she is going to give us the Ring of Longevity. We're going to trade some other items to her also. So I just kept that in my inventory because I wanted to show you guys in this video that I was successful in my farm of the stone. So hopefully you guys can do some farming of your own. You're going to want to take some extra levels, and you're definitely it's required as far as the pure bladestone is concerned. So I mean, you could get really lucky, and it happened to be dropped on your first run or something. But it is a very rare drop. I've spent on some characters, some previous characters that I've made. I've spent upwards of like 3-4 hours just farming that black skeleton. That was on New Game Plus, and I needed some pure bladestone, and it wasn't happening. I went to the length of even going to forge the large sword of searching, and then after I was using that, it finally dropped after I don't know, like an hour of me using the large sword of searching and stacking it with the providential ring. So it is a very rare drop. It depends. I mean, if you get lucky, you get lucky. Let's get rid of some of those. Okay. All right. So yes, so I also farmed 100,000 souls, which should be good for. I was hoping for like 4 levels. Let's see here. Yeah, all right, 4 levels. And that's going to leave us with 15,000 souls. So that is going to put my equipment burden up by 4 pounds. Hopefully that is going to make somewhat of a difference as far as my character's ability to wield the Dragon Bone Smasher. Definitely his roll is a little bit quicker. Let's see. So now we're at 56%. Yeah, still kind of slow. But much better, for sure. Let's see.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. I was worried sick.
Let's see what other suits of armor Thomas might have for us, because the wizard's clothes, okay, that weighs 1.9. Black leather garb is 1.2. Okay, poison resistance is greatly superior though. Really not bad. I think the Imperial Spy clothes, okay, 1.5. Well, they are lighter. 4.6. Wow. Okay. The Imperial Spy clothes are also. So I'm gonna wear the Imperial Spy clothes over the Wizard's clothes right now. Let's see here. The Wizard's clothes, 1.2. Yeah. All right. So we'll get rid of those. Take those two. So it's not much less weight, but it is less weight, and
we are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
And some of the defenses were higher also. So, all right, we've got that thief ring on. I've got 100. I better go over here. Thomas has some extra arrows for me in my storage. I don't think I'll be needing more than 169 for this run, though. Let's see. Okay.
You come back alive.
All right. Let's see what. That could be worse. All right, I'm okay with that for now, and we will, at this point, move on. Oh, I'm forgetting the most important part. Now this is where our Stones of Ephemeral Eyes are going to come into play. So we're going to need 7 of them. You can take some extra if you want, but 7 should do the trick. I'm hoping. Well, I'll take 4 extra just in case.
We are indebted to you.
But I'm going to try and do this with just the 7 stones. So we're going to go over to. We want to warp to the smithing grounds, and we're going to be required to take the world to Pure Black. And the way that we're going to achieve Pure Black World Tendency, so we warped in there, and as you can see, that the logo underneath smithing grounds is pure white. And we've got a crystal lizard down here. See, with that thief's ring, we can run right up to them. He didn't even have time to react. Sharpstone shard times 8. That's excellent. So we are in our soul form, and what we want to do is we want to equip the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. So we are going to take the world to Pure Black Tendency by taking physical form in this world, in World 2, and dying in physical body form. So our body's been restored, and we're just going to jump right off this cliff. So there is 1 death. Make sure to collect your souls so the crystal lizard did not appear again. Make sure to retrieve your souls. Don't forget. You know, I'm not keen on losing 15,000 souls. It's almost a full level, so I will Actually, I should consume some souls and go take another level. But we'll continue on. All right, I'll do that next. So there's our second suicide. Now, killing yourself in physical body form in one of the worlds, it's only going to affect your world tendency, as far as I'm aware. It should not impact your character tendency at all. That's 3. We'll retrieve our souls. So, to bring the world to Pure Black Tendency, it is going to take 7 eye stones, or 7 ephemeral eye stones, or are they? Is it ephemeral? Ephemeral eyes, yeah. So we will go collect our souls again. And pop another one of those. We're at 4. So that's 5. And I'll show you, so it's still, it still looks like we're in pure white, but if I actually reset the world right now, you're going to see those changes having taken effect. So the world has been reset. Right now we're below neutral, it looks like. And this is going to be 6. And we will fall to our deaths. And one more time. Collect our souls. And this will be our 7th suicide. Okay. So I don't want to kill myself again, but I just want to collect my souls. And now I'm going to go over and honestly, I'm going to take a 5th level. I should have the souls that I need. Oh, maybe not. Oh well, I've got that legendary soul. I'll just leave it for now. Storied Warrior Soul. That's 2,000. And I need 22. Okay, I need 7. I'll just leave it for now. Okay. Oh, we are going to need to reset the world though. So we will reset the world, and we're going to be on pure black. So you see the symbol has those little red dots that are flying around it. That means that we are in pure black. So we want to head down this way. And you do want to be careful of these guys throwing stones. So we'll run right through there and down this elevator here. You'll see there is a new enemy. Although, I've never had one of the Primeval Demons. They're kind of like a freebie. I've never had one of them actually attack me, but I haven't hung around them too long to give them a chance. I usually just walk right up to them and I start going to town on them. They really don't have too much health. I don't anticipate it'll take any more than 1 smash from our Dragonbone Smasher. So we're gonna get off this elevator and Notice I put the providential ring on there. That's just I just do that in case because it raises our item discovery. So I figure in this instance it would be more beneficial to be wearing it than the thief ring. So we're going to collect that item, and it is a colorless demon soul, which is a relatively rare item. You can only get a max of 10 of them per playthrough. To my knowledge, anyways. On my yeah, I believe there's only 10 of them available in single entire playthrough. So now we need to make our way to the Tunnel City, where the rest of this episode is going to take place, or the rest of the black events in Stonefang Tunnel are going to take place in 2-2. So because we just killed a primeval demon, if we go to the Archstone and we reset the world, it's going to appear as neutral again because the primeval demon increases the world tendency back. It brings you closer to white or pure white. So we actually want to just continue on with the world the way that it is because we do not want it reset. So that we can do the pure black events without using. If the world were reset, we would have to use 4 more stones of ephemeral eyes. We would have to use 4 more stones of ephemeral eyes to bring the world back to pure black and do the pure black events in the Tunnel City, which is 2-2. So we don't want that. So we're gonna continue through this shortcut here, which is a relatively short distance. So we want to take care of those enemies, and as you may have noticed, there was a black phantom miner there that was hanging out with that crowd. One of those things was definitely not like the other, and he was not present in the other episodes because he only appears in pure black. So we dealt with him, and now we'll make our way down here. We've got this fat official ahead, so do be careful. Don't go too far into this room. It's full of explosive barrels, and he's got that powerful fire attack of his. Alright, that's going to take care of the fat official. And now we will move through here. You're gonna want to farm some fat officials too. So be that in Boletaria or Stonefang, because they do drop on very rare occasions. They drop a gold coin, which is a consumable item, but you want to use the gold coin. You want to trade it with Sparkly the Crow. I believe for the Ring of Uneven Scales is what the gold coin is used for. Alright. So we will continue on our way. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. And we're almost there. We're gonna have to bring the elevator up. We're almost to the Tunnel City. You'll have to bear with me with Scirvir. He is quite a difficult enemy. There are a few different strategies that we could use to defeat him. Either a gravity kill strategy where we can try to lure him over to the cliffside and knock him off, or we can use the Grave Robber Ring and use a backstab strategy, which I do find the backstab strategy, personally, I find it to be, well, it makes me less nervous. I find it to be a little bit more efficient. It might take longer, to accomplish. However, it definitely works. I've tried it more than once, and the only thing that we would have to do is interrupt his casting of his miracles. So if we can accomplish interrupting him while he tries to heal himself, then it's going to work in our favor. So we're just going to run right through here. I'm not really too concerned about that item. Just run right through these guys. And we want to go back down to where we were in the last episode. So Scirvir is down here waiting for us as a Black Phantom. And he is no joke. We are going to have to be careful. And let's put some of that on, and put some of that on. I might want to use some magic here. Let's see what else. Okay, we've got that equipped. Honestly, I'm probably going to take that stuff off. The shield does health regen. Oof. Okay. And rather than the Providential Ring, we are going to use the Grave Robber's Ring here. So the Grave Robber's Ring allows us to become harder for Black Phantoms to detect. So it's much like the Thief Ring, but for Black Phantoms specifically. So we're going to equip that, and we're going to use the Cling Ring, and we're going to... Now, there are going to be... more than likely, there's going to be 2 Crystal Lizards there also. I'm going to try and snipe them with my bow from this distance. So you will notice in the last episode, I killed them each in one shot. And on Pure Black Wolrd Tendency, they have more health. They're harder for me to defeat. So now, as soon as we hit him, he's going to attempt to cast a miracle, and we want to interrupt it. There he goes. Now, because we've interrupted the casting of that miracle, he's just going to come straight for us. So we want to bring him out here far enough that we can sneak up behind him after he turns around, and we can do a backstab. And we're just going to run away. Okay, there he goes. So he's turned around again. I don't know what he dislikes at that back wall. So there's a chance that he might try and heal himself here. Okay. If that fireball hits us, we're dead, by the way, in my experience with this enemy. Yep. Which is one of the reasons why I really like being able to roll very quickly. So the world has not reset itself. We are going to have to, for whatever reason, when you die like that, it doesn't reset itself. But if we were to warp back in to the stone, it would be reset to neutral because we killed the Primeval Demon, and that awards us some brownie points with, I guess, the World Tendency gods. So we need to make our way all the way back to Scirvir. Alright, we're just going to Pop this guy. That'll take care of that. And oh, I hope I don't have to go get more arrows. If I do, I'll have to use more eye stones. Okay. Pick up that item, and we are back on our way to see Scirvir. So this is a little bit difficult of a challenge. However, Scirvir drops a really excellent rare weapon or item in the game called the Talisman. I almost forgot. He drops an item called the Talisman of Beasts. And the Talisman of Beasts, should your stats allow you to use it, it allows the wearer to, so rather than have to change between my Silver Catalyst and my Talisman to change between my ability to cast miracles or cast magic, it does both. So you can use the Talisman of Beasts to not only cast miracles, but to cast magic spells as well. So it really is an excellent item to have in your inventory. I use it frequently. Well, it's the with my other mage, it's the only item that I carry as far as casting magic spells or miracles. It definitely is worth. It definitely is worth getting. I mean, if you give up, if you just want to give up and leave it at the colorless demon soul, it's by all means, it's your decision. If you feel that you don't really need the Talisman of Beasts, then you can skip Scirvir. However, we really, not only does he drop the Talisman of Beasts, but if we kill him, if we kill his Black Phantom, it is going to impact our character tendency positively, and it is going to bring us one step closer to pure white character tendency, which by the end of the game, we want to have achieved pure white character tendency so that we can go and visit the monumental, because once we have pure white character tendency, if we go speak to the monumental, she will give us a very rare ring in the game called the Friends Ring or the Allies Ring, and that ring is going to help us earn that platinum trophy as well as the King of Rings gold trophy. So it is required. And we don't want to miss any of the Black Phantoms, because we'll need to do some extra things in order to get, like, if you skip the Black Phantom, then the only way that you can get your character tendency to pure white would be to help other players in PvP as a phantom, not a Black Phantom, but a Blue Phantom. And if you help players defeat Black Phantoms that have invaded their world as a Blue Phantom, then it impacts your character tendency positively, and it'll bring you to pure white after you've done it so many times. But I don't recommend skipping this fight. And so our soul, there's the lizards. There's our souls. Grab those. And yeah, you want to be careful here. Obviously there's a ledge there, and that is the ledge that I was speaking about. If you can lure him out here and send him over the ledge, then he'll die and drop his Talisman of Beasts. and you can pick it up and you get the kill. Even though technically, actually, well technically gravity would have killed him. He doesn't respawn. If gravity kills him, it might not impact your character tendency positively. To tell you the truth, because I know in PvP it doesn't count. Gravity kills don't count. That counts as the player killing themselves, and it doesn't count as you having defeated them. So we don't want him to cast that miracle. We'll interrupt that. That should do. We'll get in there. And we're gonna run away now. Oh, he just fired one of his small fireballs at me. So he has definitely become, aggravated a little bit. We need to draw him back out again so that we can get him to turn around so we can do our backstab. I don't think I drew him out far enough. Let's try this again. Oh. There, this should be good enough. Okay, alright, well at least that was not wasted. I don't think he'll fire at me here. Alright. Well, he helped us out a little bit there. There we go. And that is going to be it for Scirvir the Black Phantom. So I don't know if you've noticed up in the left-hand corner, but my character tendency it changed, it shifted a little bit. So it shifted closer to pure white character tendency, and there is the Talisman of Beasts, as I had mentioned, and we get these crystal lizard goodies, which the crystal lizards are my favorite. I wish I had like a stuffed crystal lizard that I could keep in my room or something on my shelf. I don't know if they make merch like that, but man, it would be really cool. I love the crystal lizards. Okay, so that is going to conclude this episode of the Platinum Trophy Guide. So this was episode 21, Pure Black Wolrd Tendency in Stonefang. And at this point, I will show you, I'm just going to warp right out of here. We'll use Evacuate, and we will go back to the Nexus. Luckily, I only died the one time, so that's one of the reasons I find the backstab strategy to be more successful than the gravity kill strategy. I'm pretty sure that the gravity kill strategy is not going to impact your character tendency because you don't get the kill. The computer, the NPC kills itself. So I'm pretty sure that you don't get the character tendency with that. So this is going to bring us closer to pure white character tendency, and I'm going to show you a trick in the game later also with Yurt. which if you're not familiar, I'll be introducing you to him in another episode.
I can find his
Um,
weakness was.
so at this point, we'll repair our equipment, and I believe I have enough. I have enough for another level, so I'm gonna actually put that in my endurance. Where is the lovely maiden in black? Ah, there she is. So I'm going to put those souls in my endurance, and I will level that up. I'll probably take at least one more level in endurance. I wouldn't mind getting my vitality up to like 25 either, and ultimately I would like to end this playthrough with my intelligence and my magic at level 30. I may not need to go that far though. We've been doing quite well with the stats that we have currently. So that will be it for this episode. And at this point, we have literally completed all of World 2. So there is nothing left to do in World 2 at this point, and in the next episode, we're going to be moving on to World 3. I believe the level is called Upper Latria. So we'll go to the Archstone of the Tower Queen, which is the Tower of Latria. And yes, level 3-2 is Upper Latria. So we're going to be continuing on in Upper Latria in episode 22. Um, uh, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to hear any questions, comments, concerns that you might have. Whether your feedback is good or nay. Well, if you do have some criticisms, I would definitely appreciate you making them in a constructive way. I definitely want to get better at doing this sort of thing. So any criticisms or critiques that you might have, I would be happy to hear them. So like I said, any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below in the comment section, or you can send me a message on YouTube here. I'm open to all of that. If you did like the video, I would appreciate seeing the like, and don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel too. Demon Souls won't be the only game that I will be making content for. I'm a big Hitman fan, and I have Hitman 3 pre-ordered for the PS5. That's going to be releasing January 20th. So I'm going to be doing some live streaming of Hitman, as well as I'll do some tutorial videos too, and plenty of other games throughout the year. I'm going to start doing this on a pretty frequent basis. So if you guys are interested, show me. I would love to see. But for now, that's going to be everything. And just remember, stay safe out there, Demon Slayers.